Hello from California, this is Sandy from Messy Paper Crafts, your #1 online store with the most exciting crafting items. And welcome to this week's episode of What's in This Box. And if you love really cool stamp designs, then you're in luck because we have Kate Crane and Carabelle Studio here. So let's get that out. Alright, so as you can see, we have a lot of new products here by Carabelle Studio, and not only those, but also Stencil Girl. That's a new vendor that we have now as well. And if you love mixed media and you're into this whole kind of doodling and sketchy, very abstract look, then I thought it makes sense to show you those as well, because they're brand new in Messy Paper Crafts, because I kind of feel this quirky style works really nicely together. And yeah, it's very cool to have different choices for this mixed media and abstract style. So let's start first though with the new Kate Crane release, because I know that many crafters, they're always very excited because she is so popular, and these things usually sell out really quickly. So get it now while it lasts. However, with this new release here, we also ordered some of the older designs. So if you didn't get the chance last time, then you can stock up now. So just check out the website and see if there is anything now available that you might be interested in. And now let's have a look here at the new designs. So this is called Dashing Through the Snow. And we have this adorable, I guess, Rudolph the reindeer. We have two portraits and then this little gangly reindeer. So cute in this typical Kate Crane doodling style. And that's that's on the back. And then the next one, which is also kind of for Christmas, is this one called Cool Jewel. And here we have this adorable snowman and then this really abstract Christmas tree. And then here we have a few more. And that's what that looks on the back. And if you love this idea of this little bit of a Christmas tree border stamp, then we have an even bigger version here. And this is called Oh Christmas Tree. And as you can see, this is like one big stamp. And it really depends if you want to keep it as is, or Kate Crane, she always cuts these things apart. So that's at least how I've seen it in tutorials in the past, where she just had bits and pieces from border stamps and then she was just using them specifically. So if you love one of those designs, then you could also just cut this out and then use it repeatedly, or of course just leave it as is. And then you have a really cool stamp here that's perfect for like a 12 by 12 scrapbooking page, for example. And if you're not into the Christmas trees, then we have the same idea here with hearts. And here it's called Sketchy Hearts. And then once again, here you have this kind of border stamp, a little bit different because here it's kind of like a squared look. So here you have sharp edges, so to say. And then here it's a little bit more organic and yeah, sketchy. So you have these a little bit more organic edges here. I hope you can see this. So it's not just one sharp line. You have these squiggly lines here as well. So I think this is a really fun stamp. And if you want even more variety with the hearts, then here we have hearts squared. And here you have these individual sized hearts. So I think that's great because then this all fits nicely together. And as I said, some of the older designs that I don't think I've ever shown you, so I thought I will show these to you as well. Here we have these different houses. So this is called Dwelling, and a really cute fairy tale design structure. And I've seen makings with those by Kate Crane, like cards, and they look really adorable because she colors them in kind of abstract, and then yeah, it's just this really charming, whimsical vibe, and I love these. And then here we have another house set, which is called Our Street. And I thought these are adorable if you maybe have somebody that moved and you want to send a card like congratulations to your new home, or maybe somebody bought a house. And then I think these are really adorable for those makes. And also a really cool set. This is the last one. yes, I think by Kate Crane. This is now one of those that came out, I think, a couple of months ago. This is like an anniversary set. And here we have different designers. And here this one is by Kate Crane. But then, of course, we have, all these famous Carabelle Studio designers here. And they basically all contributed one stamp. I love this one here as well by, I would probably say this wrong, Edwidge Verrier, who we also have here on this side. And he is a really great designer as well. So it's kind of abstract and quirky, and I feel they all fit really nicely together. And here this one by Alexi, this chicken, really cute. And here Anna Bondu, if you love this kind of quirky style by all of these Carabelle Studio designers, and this is a really great set to have. So more Kate Crane related things are these stencils. So this stencil set sold out really quickly last time, so I thought we will get it back in. And it's called Mix and Match Minis. And as you can hopefully see, you get 3 of these little stencils, which is really great for mark making. And because I thought this is so great, that's why we also have Stencil Girl over here, because that's all this abstract mark making. And makes life a little bit easier if you don't have to think about it, but you have a great stencil where you can do your marks with on your abstracts or art journaling and so on. And 2 new stencils here by Kate Crane. Well, actually they're older stencils, but I thought, hey, why not creating some new ideas with those here? So this is called Leaf Line and an A6, I would say, typical Kate Crane abstract style. And then here we have Curious Circles, which is really great for background. So it just adds a lot of texture. And if you love this whole quirky look, then this is perfect here as well. And then we have some more stencils. Yep. So these aren't by any designer, so they're just by Carabelle Studio. And here we have this big A4 size, which I love because this is so organic. Mostly I feel when you buy a stencil, then you have dots and they're very evenly spread out. And here we have this great organic look, and the same here. So this could be rain or snow, or it could be just some kind of structure or texture on your background. So I thought this is pretty cool. Then here we have this little checkerboard. So if you love these little bit of textured mark makings in the background of your art, then this is nice to have because it's kind of little, so it's not like overpowering your page with a big stencil. So I think this is pretty cool. Or this one here, I thought this is really interesting as well because it's kind of like an accounting sheet or something. Could be steampunk or some kind of retro design maybe. And then here we have more background related little bits here where you can use maybe texture paste through or ink. And then you just get this really interesting, background. This is always great to have because the moment you add more and more into your background, it just makes it more interesting. And as we talked about this great designer here, Edwidge Verrier, something like that, we have 3 fall or autumn related stamps here. So this one is A5, and that's one big stamp, which I think is really great for background texture as well. Then we have another border stamp where you have these kind of fall leaves, different shapes here of these different leaves. So this is in French, but maybe you can let me know in the comments what kind of leaves those are, because I'm not sure. Maple? I don't know. But I think the texture here and the design is really cute, especially if you love to make Thanksgiving designs or anything fall or autumn related. And here we have some more leaves, and then here we have this great text in the background. So again, great mixed media style. And really cool different designs. One big background, here one border stamp. Again, you could cut this apart. It also has these organic edges here, or you can use it for your scrapbooking page. And here, if you're into card making or art journaling, we have 3 individual stamps. So I love all of those. Then another one that we brought back is this guy, because I think this is such a cute Santa Claus look and really fits nicely together with the Kate Crane look. I think she even created a card with this one, and I really loved that. So I think this is super cute, and it's a nice size for a card, I would say. Not too big, not too small. Kind of like a simplistic yet cute Santa Claus. Kind of modern, minimalistic, so to speak. And now we talked already about really cool stencils, but let's talk about these now as well. Let me start with these big ones. So if you're into bigger makes, then here we have these great new Stencil Girl products, and here we have hearts, and then you can use this one or this one, different layout really, depending if you want horizontal or vertical. And then here we have these really interesting crosses. So again, really nice for background texture. And I just love how this fits together because it's all a bit abstract and quirky. And if you love abstract designs, then I think this is great. Here we have more mark making, just to make your life a little easier. Then you don't have to think about, what should I add to the background? Then here you can just use your favorite acrylic paste or maybe texture paste or maybe just ink and just put on different marks for your background. Here the same, and I just love this, especially if you're into bigger designs, and this is pretty cool. Or of course you can just use little bits here and there. Then this one is designed by Seth Apter for Stencil Girl. So again, really cool little doodles here, and just very interesting looks to add to your backgrounds. And I think this way it always becomes very interesting when you can add more and more layers. And if you're not into the bigger ones, we have some 6x6 here as well. This one here is called Corrugated Lines, which I absolutely love. It's kind of a really beautiful, not too wild mark making technique for your backgrounds. Absolutely gorgeous. Then here we have these little bits again, just to add some texture here and there. Then here we have a really great one for mark making, all different kinds, like crosses and then little stripes, dots. Then here we have more stripes. And then this is pretty cool as well, some kind of writing. And those are all the new Stencil Girl products. And then we have the Crafters workshop here as well, because I'm really into mark making at the moment, as you can maybe tell. So I thought this might be fun for lots of crafters, just to add this interest to your background. This one is called Mini Texturized by the Crafters workshop. Then this one here is really cool. I used this many times before. You can just add this really fine lines and different to this one here, where it's a little bit bigger. So this was the corrugated lines look if you want a little bit more bolder structure on your background. And here we have this a little bit more elegant look. And I used this the other day with some sticky paste, and then I put foil over the top. And I really loved the outcome because it's not too bold, but it just adds really great texture to your background. And last but not least, here we have some more of those lines. This looks really cool as well. And hopefully this way, if you're into more abstract and quirky art, then you will find a lot of things where you can work with here, and hopefully which will also make your life easier, because then you don't have to think, oh, what shall I do today on my background? Here we have all of those great stencil options for you. So let me know in the comments which one of those new releases is your favorite, and are you as excited about the Kate Crane release as I am, because I just always think this is so adorable. And with that, I wish you a crafty week, and remember, no stressy, be messy and have fun. See you next time.